Welcome to Beyond Just Money by Kalkine Media, an independent global media house and investor relations group. Please note that this podcast is for information purpose only. It is not a solicitation or recommendation to buy, sell, or hold the stocks of any company or companies engaged in any investment activity. It is a solicitation or recommendation to buy, sell, or hold the stock of any companies or engage in any investment activity under discussion. Kalkine Media is neither licensed nor qualified to provide investment advice through this platform. Hello, my name is Samta and welcome to Beyond Just Money. And today with me, I have Nidhi, who is the head of content for Kalkine Media. Now, as we know that markets are shaped by demand and supply forces, demand is backed by consumption and consumption emanates from utility. However, sophisticated marketing techniques can trigger the demand for a good service that may have no utility. So Nidhi, do you think the same concept is what is being seen in the cryptocurrency market?
Thanks, Samta. That's really an interesting discussion to have. So every economic activity has a utility. Let's take an example. Aeroplanes weren't built to inspire awe. They were built to reduce transportation time. Similarly, when Steven Spielberg made the movie Jurassic Park, it was meant to be consumed as entertainment. To take further examples, from fiat currencies to precious metals to investment instruments like stocks, everything has some kind of utility. For example, fiat currencies are a store of value backed by central banks, while precious metals are used in production processes and for making jewelry. Stocks, on the other hand, infuse the much needed capital to corporates, in the absence of which they have to borrow from banks or the financial entities. Cryptocurrencies, on the other hand, for the time being, lack utility value. Until some days ago, a digital currency could have been used to purchase a Tesla car, but this utility ended when the company's CEO Elon Musk said otherwise.
Well, are we trying to say that cryptocurrencies have no utility at all?
Well, a digital token of cryptocurrency can be used as a utility token to obtain certain goods and services offered by the cryptocurrency issuer. Moreover, the best digital currency that provides utility is Ethereum blockchain because of the booming NFT, which is also known as the non-fungible token market. Further, you are required to pay gas fees to process transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. There are several other security tokens that are traded with the expectation of generating utility. Let's take another example. A Filecoin token can store a file, and a CVC token can be used to verify a user's identity. Thus, a utility token has a broader functionality compared to a coin.
Right, Nidhi. So different jurisdictions have different interpretations or utility value of digital currencies?
Absolutely. Different jurisdictions have different interpretations or what you can call utility value. For example, Japan recognizes these as legal property and not legal tender. European Union as qualified financial instruments, and the United States deems these as a commodity that IRS can tax. These are basically two sides of the coin. Developed on blockchain tech, which has utility and is being adopted by banks and global entities, cryptocurrencies appear to be a revolutionary product. The other side of the coin shows that crypto's potential is limited to change how we undertake financial transactions. Central banks have already rejected cryptocurrencies as legal tender. In today's regulated world, cryptos are surely outliers.
And do we see this changing in the future?
Well, maybe cryptocurrency tech is yet to mature. Perhaps it will change into something valuable, sooner or later. But the deployment of vast resources for the development and promotion of this yet to materialize concept is neither reasonable nor justifiable. Consider this: the combined market cap of all cryptos is over $2 trillion. At the same time, the total market cap of all the stocks listed on the BSE, which is Asia's oldest stock exchange, is about $2.9 trillion as of May 18th. The latter is situated in India, an emerging economy where global investors are pumping money to gain better returns compared to the developed economies. That trillions of dollars are parked in something which is yet to prove its utility should definitely, raise eyebrows. Economies around the world are reeling under fiscal deficits. Debt to GDP ratios have breached permissible limits. And what is the reason? Countries are providing a stimulus in the wake of pandemic-induced slowdowns. On the other side is the cryptocurrency realm, where total market cap doubled in the first 3 months of 2021. And that's not all. New exchange-traded funds have come up in the US and Canada, allowing crypto enthusiasts to invest in digital currencies without actually holding these in their wallets. Resource allocation in the crypto world really isn't limited to just capital. It also involves a huge deployment of human resource and electricity. Miners around the globe are using heavy computers to mine digital currencies.
So Nidhi, just to conclude and for our listeners, are cryptocurrencies the future?
Well, cryptocurrencies, as proponents say, may be the future, but for now, their precedence over traditional activities like primary manufacturing and services is untenable. One of the factors that needs a rethink is resource deployment. On that note, thank you, Samta, for having this discussion.
Thank you, Nidhi, for sharing your useful insights and on the ever-changing crypto world. Well, to our listeners who want to listen to this podcast again, please log on to our website, that is kalkinemedia.com, or you can go to our YouTube channel. Until we see you next with yet another insightful episode of Beyond Just Money, stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine. Our listeners are requested to make their own inquiries about any investments, and Kalkine Media strongly suggests that the listeners seek advice from financial advisor, stockbroker, or other professional as necessary. Kalkine Media hereby disclaims any and all liabilities to any listener arising from any use of the information shared or discussed in this podcast. This podcast is available for personal and non-commercial use only.